3 cheeses are some ricotta, or ricotta, as they say. Spoon. There we go. So it's 2/3 of a cup. Oh, right here. Oh, my glasses. 2/3 of a cup of the ricotta. We've got some crumbled gorgonzola, and gorgonzola is basically blue cheese. This says rich and buttery blue cheese with a zesty yet sweet finish. Just think blue cheese. We're going to crumble that in there. Okay, that's 2 cheeses, a little Parmesan, and I got the shredded out of the bag. If you want to buy a block and shred it yourself, that's fine. I think this would do better with this style cheese rather than the jar of the grated. Okay, so we've got our cheese in here. Okay, and our butter. 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Mix that up. And I'm going to turn on our water to get a little hot water. I did not use the pasta water because I figured it's not going to be hot anyway. I did already cook our pasta. I've got some tricolor rotini. Thought that'd be kind of a fun. All right, mix that up. We're going to put our peas in, and these are just a bag of frozen peas that I thawed. Nothing more than that. Some walnuts. I did toast these. Just put them on a cookie sheet in the oven for about 20 minutes. About 350, a little salt and pepper. While you are doing this, your pasta should be cooking. So that you're putting this on hot pasta. We're going to do it just a little bit different. All right. That's good. We're going to put a little bit of water in here. About 1/4 of a cup of, they said, of the pasta water. That's just to thin it down a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to put it on our pasta. Okay. Like I said, when you do this at home and you get your pasta out of the hot water, it will blend together a whole lot easier than this. What I'm going to do is stick this in the oven till we're ready for it, and that'll give us the same sort of. And of course you could use whatever kind of pasta you liked. If you wanted to use like any kind of the shorter pasta, the penne pasta or the bow tie or the elbows, the plain rotini, if you didn't like this, whole wheat pasta. My husband's now into whole wheat pasta, and I think that's an acquired taste. It's a little bit too, I think, it's supposed to be really good for you, and I'm sure it is because it's very whole grain and all that, but I think it takes some getting used to. Okay, now this would be, if we had the pasta hot, this would be all ready to go. We'll wait a couple minutes before we put it in. And like I said, if the pasta was hot, the sauce was, and you put it all together, and it would be hot. If you wanted to go ahead like we're going to do and stick it in the oven a little bit as a holding temperature, that'd be fine before your dinner was ready. Okay, so we got one pasta dish. I wouldn't serve it as a, you mean just as a cold dish? I think I would like it hot. Taste it when it's hot and see. You know, I think it would mix together more. It would be creamier. This is going to be as creamy because it's cold. You know, if you were to eat it right now, it'd be safe to eat, but I think to get the creaminess, you'd want to heat it up a little bit. It does. It does. But you could, you know, you could still have it at room temperature. I think, like I said, if you had the pasta hot and put the sauce on the hot pasta with the hot liquid that you would put in to kind of thin that cheese stuff on there, then, you know, and covered it, I think it'd be fine to take to a potluck. It might not be that steaming hot, but it would still, you'd get the creaminess of it, you know, mixed up. So we're going to just set that aside for a minute.